Hello. Was there another teleporter checkpoint? Yeah, there's one right here. So I assume that there's, like, we're basically halfway through the dungeon. We get to the very bottom, and then there's another, or where the core is. And then there's another one to go back to the top before the final boss, would be my guess. But let's, can I just fast travel to the other planets from here? Yeah, nice. We're not gonna do any side quests right now. All side quests are now for the post game. Take me to, but Pelagian works, actually. Take me to the inn in Pelagian so that I can do some purchasing and crafting and whatnot. Just take a quick zip from Rena back to Dahna so that we can...
little adventure we went on.
We can get all the stuff we need. Hello, I need to sell. Platinum chunks are worth 5k a piece. That's insane. Let me look at acquired. This is what we've been getting. I don't want to sell too many of these because these are the highest tier materials. We might need them for stuff. I'll sell a little bit, though. Rending Titan Fang is fairly old. We've been getting those for a while. Mantid Claws are worth a lot. Definitely not selling any Dragon Blood, of which we have 3. 2 of those were from a chest. Dark Mane is a fairly old material now. Can definitely afford to sell some of those. A tier 1 item I don't want. I'll sell it. We only work in, like, tier 5s now. Maybe tier 4s. All right. Number 1, just give me, like, max out life bottles. Max that out. Go ahead and give me some more of these. I almost never use Panacea bottles in this game. Definitely got to buy some orange gels. I think we're fine on pineapple gels because we also have some gold gels. Treats aren't super useful anymore. Oh, can we not buy heavy treats? I thought we could buy heavy treats now. I guess we can't. No, I accidentally thought we could buy heavy treats before, but I was trying to sell them and I got backwards. 1,000 HP doesn't do that much for us at this point. Yeah, so we're gonna hold on that. Definitely more lemon gels. Can't buy grape gels, that's fine. Give me plenty of lemons, and I'll take some more peaches to use in the in-between stuff. And then anything else I can really sell, because I'm gonna try and craft stuff, so I'll need some money. Just trying to nickel and dime a little bit here to get a little more cash. Mantid Claws are pretty easy to get if we need more of those. Just gotta beat the Mantises. They drop like 5 of them if you're at max happy bottle. Oh, we got new armor, so what's older armor we can sell? Here we go. This is what I need. Sell this older armor. We shouldn't need any of these. They're all worse than what we have equipped. Why does it only show you guys having armor equipped? Oh, it's because Shion and Alphen have, like, the fancy armor or whatever,
really
right? Like, the story stuff.
Money?
Growing up. What's this about?
Hey, Law. Been training?
Yeah, I guess I got a little carried away. You think this is bad, you should see the state of my underwear.
Yeah. A word of advice. You might want to refrain from mentioning that stuff around girls. Ones without a military history especially.
Man, can you imagine Rinwell's face? She'd have a nervous breakdown.
Law!
I meant in general, but you sure mention her a lot, you know.
Huh? Oh, you know, she's always there, even when you least expect it. Springs to mind easily.
Either that, or maybe some part of you is subconsciously always wishing she was there.
May the trials and tribulations of young romance never change.
Romance? Like I'd be interested in that know-it-all tomboy. I'm more about mature women. Someone more like Kisara.
I agree.
You know, I used to be a tomboy too when I was Rinwell's age.
Look, it's not tomboys I have anything against. But come on, you've got to admit she can be a lot to handle.
Hey, I miss anything? What's all the fuss about?
Rinwell.
Thunderblade!
Ah! What the hell was that for?
A little birdie told me you were speaking about me behind my back. Whew!
From the looks of it, I'd say you've got yourself a rival.
It wouldn't be called the Spring of Youth without a little storm every now and then.
Yo, I agree. Kisara is much better. You should go for someone like Kisara. Affections in many forms, I think is what that said.
Hey, Shion. How are you and Alphen getting on these days?
That's a little out of the blue. Why do you ask?
Sorry, it's just... I don't know, I'm just curious, I guess. I mean, a lot's changed now he's got his senses back and all.
I suppose you're right. Well, to tell you the truth, if he'd been the way he is now back when I'd first met him, I probably wouldn't have gotten this involved. But then, if we hadn't met like we did, then I never would have experienced these feelings, so... I guess... it's complicated.
I can imagine. I know it's not the same thing, but... I know what it feels like to have someone you love who's out of reach.
Because of Miguel.
Alphen's still alive. It's not too late, you know. And after all, who can say what the future holds? I think if I were you, I'd take things as they come for now.
Besides, touch isn't everything. I've never touched you, Shion, but that doesn't stop you from knowing that I care about you, right?
That's true. But I do remember back when we first met, you made it plenty clear you weren't my biggest fan.
But that was a long time ago. There were lots of things I didn't understand back then. Not that that's the point.
Don't worry, I'm only teasing. I know what you mean. Thank you. And you're right. There are ways to convey your feelings besides just touching.
I'll say, cooking immediately springs to mind. And if it's someone's favorite dish, all the better. If there's something on your mind that you want to tell him, why not try appealing directly to his stomach?
You might just have a point. I'll give it a shot.
Uh-oh. If it's Alphen's palate you're appealing to, that doesn't bode well for the rest of us.
Well, friendship is about being supportive. Sometimes we just have to do our best and take one for the team, right?
Their mouths are gonna be burning. That's a crazy thing to think about, right? To, like, realize that someone you're friends with, or have been doing all of this, like, life-changing, super dangerous stuff with, like, you've never physically touched them before. It didn't hit me until Rinwell said that. They're like, oh yeah, you've literally never made physical contact with Shion ever, despite all of the time you've been together. That's insane. That is crazy. Also, I meant to say about the other skit before they do, they really started to shift to trying to push more of a romance with Law and Rinwell towards the end of the game. I don't really like it. I like them a lot better as, like, bickering siblings, which is how they came off as across for, like, the first half of the game, and even now, they still come across as bickering siblings to me. But then they've got a skit here and there that's just like, they're, like, probably in love or something, and I'm like, I don't know about that. I don't subscribe to that headcanon. But, let's do this other skit. Why is it that every time I get a skit, it's always, like, 4 in a row? I can never just have one skit, move on, and then, like, 10 minutes later have another one.
Even after staying here, we never truly got to the bottom of what makes this realm's citizens tick.
Renan and Danon are meaningless distinctions here. To have one's own mind is strictly forbidden. All that matters is blind obedience.
That might be the case now, but it can't always have been like that. There must have been something more.
Once, maybe. Question is that something still salvageable?
If it's not, we'll just have to make something new. No, not we. They've had enough foisted on them as it is.
You're right. It's time the people here had the chance to forge their own path. That's not to say it'll be easy, but it will be worthwhile.
These things take time to... What the... An ambush?
Sorry. There was a huge flying bug and I sort of shot without thinking.
A bug? You mean like a Zoogle?
Something tells me she would have shot it, whether it was a Zoogle or not.
This realm is teeming with humid forests. It's only natural insects would feel more at home here than Menancia. In fact, I seem to recall reading somewhere that bugs around these parts lay their eggs in human food to ensure healthy incubation.
Doleem, I hate you.
Sounds like they're tougher than they look.
What about you, Alphen? Bugs don't creep you out?
I wouldn't say I was their #1 fan. Mind you, if times get desperate enough, I've been known to eat them.
Insects as a culinary option, you say? What kind of seasoning are we talking?
Dohalim, I don't think he was talking about cooking them.
Hey, a lizard!
Oh, dude, that was a really good skit. That was one of the best skits in the game, honestly. That one was really good. Hi there. Apparently, I can buy heavy treats if I'm at the Lenegus store. I forgot that some stores have different things. Mystic Crest. Oh my word, these are like rightfully so incredibly expensive, but still. Yo, fire damage plus 15%? I'll probably leave that one there for Shion. That would be a good one for Shion to have fire damage up. I don't know if I also want the 7.5%. I don't think I want Coupe de Grace. Doesn't this suck? Increases damage dealt from arts that consume all AG by 15%. I think that's too situational. I don't like that one. But that fire damage on 15% for Shion would be pretty good. Well, let's definitely make this. I need to be able to make 3 of these. What is the Pixie Crystal for? Fairy Ring? Reduces CP cost of arts used during combat by 20%. Honestly, I would totally try and use one of these on Shion and maybe even Dohalim. Definitely it would be really good on Shion for her ultimate heal thing. However, I feel like Mystic Crest is just demonstrably better. Maybe not demonstrably better, but just way better in general. Like, as long as you can afford to have orange gels, why would you ever care about, like, saving, unless you were going through an entire dungeon. But even then, I'm like, I would rather just, you know, use the money I have to spend on orange gels and then make fights easier by reducing casting time. We only need to make 2 more of these, so we should pick the ones that we might want to keep abilities on. I think the Coupe de Grace one right here is the worst one, so we won't make that one. We're gonna make these 2. And then I need 15,000 more. I need a lot more money. What else can I... How are we doing on Rapig meat? It's been a while, right? When was the last time I, like, sold Rapig meat? Got a lot of tomatoes. Want to sell some tomatoes? Nah, we sold... whatchamacallit not too long ago. Honestly, I'm gonna sell this boss fish. If we need boss fish... I think these are only for recipes? If we really need to make a recipe using a boss fish, I'll go catch a boss fish. We have the lures that attract them. So I'll sell those. If we need some later, it should not be hard to get. What do I have, like, a good chunk of? I think we can afford to get rid of some dark mains, because they come up a lot. I really just need enough to get the thing. We're already good on everything else. We could probably sell a couple of those. Try and get a little bit over 20,000 so we're not completely out of cash. Sell some of these flame stones. That was from the whatchamacallit place, I remember. Coupe de Grace might be good on Rinwell at least. She constantly uses high-level arts, which are likely to run through all of her AG. Do you really think it would proc that often? Like, it would be that useful over something like less casting time and more boost gauge charge rate? I don't know. I mean, definitely if it's going to be good on anyone, it's going to be good on Rinwell. I feel like Rinwell's AI is not going to be smart enough to use... I feel like Rinwell's AI is not going to be smart enough to use arts, to, like, use her arts in a way that perfectly gets her at 0 AG. I feel like there are going to be times where Rinwell stops at 1 or 2 AG after casting, like, a 5 AG art. And then she's going to let her AG recharge before casting again. I don't know how the AI works in that respect. It might be where the AI is hardwired to be, like, always use the maximum amount of AG before stopping. But I don't know. But you know what? Let's make this one and give it a shot. Why not? We'll give that one to Rinwell. All right, so those need to be enhanced immediately. All of these need to be enhanced to max. We have not been making many accessories throughout this playthrough, so we should not have trouble having enough enhancement things to enhance everything to the highest level we need, hopefully, because we should have a lot of 3s and 4s that just never got used. Specifically 3s. There should be plenty of 3s. Why? Oh, this also costs money. I didn't realize you also had to have money for the enhancements. I thought it was just the getting rid of the items. Yeah, I accidentally ran myself way lower on money than I should have. Should sell some of these older materials that we're probably never gonna need, but then, like, what if I do need them at some point to make something specific? You never know, right? Like with the bizarre megacores or whatever they are. You never know when the game is suddenly gonna be like, oh, hey, you need to make this really old thing that needs these old materials. Alright, that should be fun. We're gonna get more materials from going back into the dungeon here in a second anyway, and we'll be fine, hopefully, after that. There we go. Enhance. And then we need the last Mystic Crest, and that'll give us 3 Tier 5 Mystic Crests, which is what we want. Am I gonna run out of Tier 3s doing this? No, still got plenty. Yeah, we have so many Tier 3s that I never used in the playthrough. Does it cost money to transfer skills? Probably, right? So this is choosing the base, isn't it? The one that will get the ability, I think. Yeah, and then you transfer like this. Okay. Oh, but we still need to enhance the other stuff that we want the skills from. So, like, there are, like, casting -5% things, right? Yeah, like this Curse Charm. Like, I want that for sure. Making, like, the perfect accessories does seem like it takes a lot of gems. So do that. Transfer. I want to give the Tier 5 Mystic. Where is it? Where is it? Oh, I went past it. That's the one going to Rinwell because it has Coup de Grace. We need to take increased aggro off of that for her. Which one of these is going to... Who's getting... Oh, these both have Coup de Grace. Okay, so have you ever played New Game Plus? What, like a New Game Plus in a video game before? I don't remember what games I've done NG Pluses in. I did in Hacker's Memory. That was a fun playthrough. Yeah, we do have to go get Special Owls. I'm doing all of that in the post-game. This is the one with the 15% fire damage. So this one is going to... It's like the skill you would like to transfer. This one is going to Shion. I want to give her casting time -5%. And I really don't think she needs Coup de Grace. I want to keep fire damage 15% on her, if anything. Because this makes 15% more damage, right? What would I want her to cast that's high level that would take advantage of Coup de Grace? Explosion, which is a fire damage move. So it's already getting 15%. I'm going to get rid of Coup de Grace on this one for casting time. So that's -25% on casting for Shion. Then... where are more things with... Do we have anything that's not Tier 5 that has casting time? I've only made, like, Tier 5 stuff. That makes sense. CP cost -10% is honestly not that bad. But again, I feel like reducing CP usage isn't as good as making stuff stronger. Let's do... Is there just another percentage one? I know we had more stuff that was, like, less charge time. Yo, penetration 120. Calm down. Here's another casting time one. I might not have enough to enhance this, actually, money-wise. I'm realizing now. Nope. You need a little over 2,000. We've got a good chunk of Tier 4s to use. Let's leave it at that for now. Oh, hey, yeah, that's right. We got this for Shion. In Tails games? I don't think I've ever NG plus to Tails Up game before. Increased normal attack limit for Shion. Let's go. Fashionista. Always keen to be a fine dresser, decked out in only the best accessories money can buy. Shion's looks turns everyone's heads wherever she goes. She is very attractive. Weak point damage, easier dodging, dispel. Healing art that cures physical ailments for all allies. I think that Dohlim has that as well. Increased boostage at the start of battle. Very good. Give me increased weak point damage. Just go ahead and give me that, honestly. Resistance plus 50 will be really useful. We should probably use everyone's SP and stuff.
Maybe it's time I try on something new.
Alright. Equipment. Shion. New Mystic Crest. Which one? This is the casting time -1 and the fire damage. That's yours now. Congrats. You. Losing the decreased aggro and the water damage is gonna suck. But, trust me, it's worth it in the end. I do not want you to have... Oh, why do both of these have increased aggro? I hate that. I really want to add more to these Mystic Crests before I use them. But I need more money! We're so low on cash. Because I bought up all the items for the final dungeon and stuff. We can sell some of these that we don't... Like, this one we don't need. The stamina ring we don't need, as long as they don't have a skill that I want to take. This Mystic Crest has casting time 5% and 5%. Definitely, we just took this off of What's-Her-Face, so we definitely want that. Half AG cost, paralysis, AG recovery, and etc. We could sell this one. I don't want any of these skills necessarily. Because we have the better stamina ring on Alphen. I don't think I need this. I don't think I need that one. I don't want any skills from it. I want ones that are worth like a good amount of money. I don't really want to get rid of item drop rate up. That might be useful at some point in my life. If I need it for like post-game grinding for anything. Don't need any of those skills. This doesn't have a skill associated with it. Don't need either of those.